Yo guys, this is DoD FireFox with a set guide, and I'm not, wouldn't say the ultimate set guide as it would maybe do with Hades, but I reached 2K with set, so I guess I can share some opinion on it, and also I got some input from the goat, the Rappel, and he gave some input on how to play certain matchups. So I would say let's start with the lamp build order for set. We first put our villagers on a strangulatory tree. We take the breeze and convert one animal to help with scouting. At 6 wood, we built a monument and a granary. And then we click on gold. So the next 3 villagers will go to gold. This is a nice town center here. Let's pretend this game we are playing against someone like Divine, for example, who loves to go 2TC. Oh wow, this is also good. So no more scouting needed, but scouting is always important. And now we move this guy to the elephant, and this animal here can scout in this direction. So let's pretend we're against someone who loves to town center and we want to stop him. So usually you want to cast vision around 414. So get in here. And now after this, so once this guy builds 2 houses, we have 3 on gold. And then we keep queuing on to the granary. So set, so now I get the pickaxe, by the way, I forgot this. So now set has a lot of bony that let him outspam opponents. There is a gold reduction, I think it's 20%. Wait, I have to look this up. There's a gold reduction? 25%, wow. So 25% on mid-gold barrack and siege work units gold cost. But also monuments reduce the, so if you build your barracks or mid-gold in the range of a monument, it will also reduce the cost of units. And then on top of that, there's a speed bonus for infantry. So spearman raids are a little bit more easy. And here, by the way, at 2,850, you can move your gold villagers to build a temple. And we build 2 more villages here. And as said, let's pretend that we're playing against a 2TC strategy. So let's get some vision on the town centers. So usually you want to cast the set vision around 414. And one more villager. One more villager, yes. And then we go up. We go up with tar because we as said, we want to rush town center attempts. So these are probably the 2 enemy town centers. We keep our animals there, just in case we don't cast the vision correctly. And this is so good. Look, there are 675 food. And if you're going to grab this town center, let's say, if you go for 2TC, we can just park our animals that we get from the temple and this elephant around here, and then collect all those hunts. And then we have no walking time, and we have a gold mine that we can transition into. And it's just so good, really. We also get every age, we get more animals, so more food value. So I think in Mystic we get 2 rhinos and 3 hippos. That is obviously insane as well. And now 414 is soonly there. We spam out a barrack. Keep the pharaoh here. And wait a bit more. No, also we don't really need to do... we don't really need to do the vision thing because we have the vision with the animals, but we can also see the villager distribution, then you can see, is my opponent going for a second town center? Is he throwing up buildings? So let's pretend the enemy is walking right here to take this town center. What we can now do is shift here. We can also add a couple priests, which we maybe should, and then we can here, oops, this shouldn't have happened, and then we can deny the second town center. So this is a really good strategy, and you come here. Yeah, and that's the builder. You can use this builder for everything, for two town center, for fast heroic, for everything. And I would say let's go into some games, watch some games for the set guide. And which game do we start? Let's go against the Scythe Uranus, who's a 2K Atlantean player and really strong. And you already see me messing up the build. So this time around, so I speed this up a little bit. This time around we go here because we know there's always food in a cone, like not in a cone, but like in a circle around the base. So I don't take away the initial food. And also the Pharaoh should have empowered both buildings and was just empowering the granary. So Set is really, really strong against Uranus. And you kind of, so what Rebel, the main takeaway that Rebel gave me was that you don't really want to jump ages. You want to take maybe two town center and then flood in classic. You just want to spam. Even if the Atlantean player goes heroic, you just want to keep spamming barrack units. You also just want to spam until full pop, and when you full pop, then you want to jump through the ages. So right here, found his Oracle. This does no damage in Archaic, unfortunately. This guy sleeps. And, no, this guy really sleeps. This was not good. Now he keeps on converting. And we just do the build order. So I started out playing Set, so I don't perfectly nail the timing. Sometimes I'm a little bit messing up so I go up with sometimes 13 wheels, sometimes 14 wheels, but it's not like it's game breaking or anything. So, have to get some experience in. And we see our 2 second town centers. We currently don't see the 2 town centers of our opponent. But here I decide, I immediately put 10 on gold with the Pharaoh empowering it, because I decide I want to go for this town center here. Because there's food in the back, there's gold mine in the back, there's food here, so a wall here, or a wall here and here. And I have such a nice map. What is this? Pegasi Scout, that's very nice. And one thing we see the sky passage here. So this is a huge investment because the Scythe has to walk with one villager all the way to here to build this one. I'm not sure if he's doing this to prevent me from going for a second town center, or if he's doing this to grab this town center himself. He's currently waiting. Maybe he's trying to go for it. And now I denied this, so now he has to go back and go grab his town center. And I initially I intentionally shifted here because I scouted this, and I want to grab this. He cannot really deny this with my animals, my Pharaoh, my Wadjet. He cannot really deny this. Yeah, so that's why I took this one to just deny him this position and already have him have a little loss in the game because he had to walk all the way here, set this up, and got nothing for it. So now we are currently ahead. And what I really like about the strategy, about shifting here, is the fact that we immediately can put our villagers onto the foot source, and then we have no walking time. We shift from here to here, build this up, and immediately get our hunt as well. So you don't have to walk all the way here, or all the way here. We just shift, and that's it. So it's so good. We have no loss. Now I try to shrink this down because I currently, this is what I'm doing bad in this game. I have no idea if he's massing, if he's Massimo Milo massing, and I want this down before like 20 mils just pop out here. So I decided to shank this down, But yeah, we see no aggressions. My Pegasus tries to scout if he's on a second town center. At this point, I assume he's on a second town center, but I don't know. And now we see the barracks thrown up around Midgul. And of course, we have pickaxe. And we see this. No economy upgrades. So now I do exactly what Rebel told me. I try to set myself up to spam, spam units. And we don't have, so this is good. If you see this, we know we are not facing an all-in push. So now we have a little bit more time. And X-Men are a really good opener, I think, against Atlanton because especially Deceive, don't know how to say it, probably Deceive, I don't know. He loves to get some early aggression in with Momelus. So he will probably come here, try to deny us these resources. But this guy should already be here. I don't know why they're chilling there. Get more X-Men, get an armory, and probably throw up more barracks. This is not enough. We want to have, in the end, I think we want to have like 7 or 8, maybe even 10 barracks inside of monuments. And now these bad boys here, they cost 30 gold, and they got also 10% reduction on here, so it's really, really good. What also Rappel said that we have to do, and I think I didn't do this well in this game, was when we play against Atlanton, we get 2 spearmen, and we raid the corners here with attack move, and try to find as many oracles as we can. Oh, villager snipe, good job. But he lost a lot of army here. Okay, he converted 1, so I guess fair enough. Lost this guy too. Maybe not worth, to be honest. I mean, maybe worth. These guys, what are you doing? Do your job. Come here. Hey, what the hell? Oh, I'm aware of them because I moved them. So, what was I thinking? I have no idea what I was thinking. Why am I not moving in here? There's nothing to protect here. Oh, did I think he would come in and raid this? I have no idea. So now we do it. Oh yeah, we do it. We go to take the 2 spearmen, and we try to search for oracles. And have increased speed because they are set. So this is really good. Do we find an oracle? There's one. Yes. Let's kill it. So this is very good. It's very nice. We get 10 resources here, 100 resources here, and reduce the favor gain. And this hive has 5 oracles right now. And here, I don't know. My army's wanks around here instead of being here to protect this. But we are setting up the walls. I think he's coming from around here. We're setting up the walls nicely now. And here is the rate from our friend, our Ornos player. Remember, they have increased movement speed. We heal the 1 villager so it doesn't go down. And we don't want to lose the Pharaoh. This is our biggest economic unit. No, don't die. Oh yeah, baby. He survives. There are some set players like Dudu, and I just had 2 games against him, set versus set. Unfortunately, they go out of sync, so I cannot add them to the roster of games. But he loves to go forward with the Pharaoh to do some Anobite aggression, and I don't really think that's good. This is your biggest economic unit, and I don't think it's good to go all the way to your opponent to try to do damage. This should be on your economy at all times, I think. So now he goes for the heroic age, which so we saw very little units, right? So I'm already assuming that he's going to heroic, and before Raptor's input, I would probably have tried to, go heroic myself. And this, by the way, very nice walling here. But as we learned, this is a strategic mistake. We just want to flood. And do I have more barracks now? Okay, but this is still not enough. We need way more. Maybe a monument here, more barracks here would be nice. Just to be able to spam from 2 directions, or from 2 spaces. And also, when we have a mid-goal here, it will also benefit from the monument. And now we go in, kill another oracle. This is very good. and push him off this, which for Ordinus doesn't really hurt him because he can just go into the Sky Passage, go somewhere else, and keep doing economy. Now what I do here, I go over this with my mouse, and you see there are. So why playing I did this? So you see there are some that don't have a health bar, and they're also so crumbled up. So I'm like, wait, he's here, and I think this was a very big mistake from our opponent that he didn't move these 5 villagers out, or didn't get a sky, or didn't rush the Sky Passage up. So this is huge, and then there we snipe another Oracle with our Duderinus. And this is such a huge win to get 4 villagers here. And we even have enough army to really trade well. This watchhead should probably focus the Triads with the priests. But it doesn't really matter. Okay, the slingers are in. And we keep flooding. Look, we just keep flooding. See all these units coming. And we now set up the base here. And if I still had shifting stance, you know what I would do? Okay, against Oranos, probably not so good. But what you can do against the non-Oranos, you can just now take your whole army and shift it here. So this I did against Isomato. I pushed one gold mine side and idled like 10 wheels into a palace. And then he moved, on the other side, he moved to the gold mine so he put all his woodies and foodies to another gold mine. And I just shifted from here to there and killed all these villagers. And then it was basically a game. So shifting stance very strong. But yeah, both have their merit. So Anubis and Tar both are really good. Now you see the Contarius coming in. And now I speed this up because we already see how you should play Set against Atlantin. And now we push him off here, wall this in so he cannot set up another Sky Passage, get some information. Always when you do this, oops, was too slow, but always when you do this, look at the economy upgrades of your opponent. And now I just flood in. And we are going up to segment because we want the... this is debatable what to do. Maybe Nephthys is better because you can get funeral rights. And then every time a unit dies, you get 8 gold back. So potentially Nephthys is better. But segment, if we have already 23 slingers, segment gives us this nice upgrade against infantry on our slingers. So basically, we get the Giga Chat slingers, with Tar and segment. They're really strong. And we have 23 of them. And we get obviously Citadel. So Citadel will research technology faster. And Citadel will research technology faster, and it will go up faster to the mystical age, to the next age. And it will build villages faster. I'm not sure if this is a good Citadel though. Maybe I should have surrounded it with barracks or siege workshops or armories or something. And now the Zyph is down here and keeps this position. So this is such a big win because these villagers, even if they don't die, they just walk all the way here. They build the town center, which costs obviously resources and time, and then they walk all the way back. So this is not only the town center loss, there's also a lot of idle time on the villagers. So now we keep pushing here, meanwhile we wall this spot. Keep pushing here, now I speed this game up. And then so we can go to the next game. And the next game, by the way, would be a really nice strategy, I think. Maybe some of you won't like it, but it's just so good. It's so fun to play. Maybe not to play against slow. Like a little cliffhanger here, a little teaser, but you will soon see this. And now I go here, and my army is a little bit out of position. So got this mid goal up. The ultimative set guide. And I shift all of these here to grab the town center myself. Meanwhile, he's distracted down there. Because I don't think he will try to push in the Citadel, but he could have. But if he goes for the Citadel, I push in here hard and deny his only gold mine. So he kind of has to fight me here. And yeah, at this point we just flood in units. The mercenaries were not even needed, I think. So okay, this was a game against Atlantin. This is how you play set against Atlantin. And now we go for another one. Let's look at a set FM. So as I said, I reached 2K with set. But yeah, I maybe I'm still not even sure some of the time how to play it. But the thing is, on a map like this, you can really abuse set in a very nice way. So let's watch this game. We convert one animal here. This will help a lot of the scouting because on this map there's always tons of goats. Here a tree, there's another tree, there are two. There's three. Oh my God, there must be three on my side as well if the map is fair. Hello map. There's two. There's three. Okay, this is not fair. Okay, maybe it is. And let's look at the relics real quick. Oh, we have the upgrade for archers, so they slow the enemy or root them. We have mystical units use their powers more often. We have their mystical units cheaper, and we have the lions. So good relics. And we play against Thelonious Monk, who is also, I think, 2K with Japan, but Japan is busted. So, but he also plays other stuffs. I don't know who it is. I've heard it's Nerdology, but maybe it's not. I don't know. No, I think it's maybe not Nerdology, but maybe it's not. So, I know nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Okay, so now we take this one boar here to scout. I think we got all 6 goats from the lake, and there are also, by the way, always 2 goat spawns on side of the lake. So now we do our standard strategy. We have foreign food. One guy builds 2 houses, and I speed this up. As now everything is still pretty standard. We also purposefully go for the forward gold mine. Because if you get pushed in here, we don't know what the guy's doing here. A lot of weasel raids, or maybe he goes full Naginata riders or samurai or whatever. We don't know, but then we have gathered gold from here, and we can just, go to the back gold mine. So you probably always want to start with your forward gold mines, with any civ on any map, I think. If you have 2 gold mines, that is. Which is usually Ghost Lake. And gathering some food here, getting more goats. And this strategy is not your standard average pleb strategy. So now we see him going up very fast with the Goshinboku tree. So now he will come with weasels and try to kill villagers, and then have the weasels come back at the tree. So I immediately send a lot of villagers here to build a kind of like barrack, kind of like a wall. Maybe also should do this here, but yeah, occupied. And you see us going 9 to 10 villages on gold, so this should already tell you. If you scout this as the enemy, it should tell you that there's a second town center coming up. But this time we will not go for a second town center. We don't need it. We have a very nice gold mine, berries, and a wood line over here, so you probably see what's coming. And now the weasels come in. I speed this up a little bit. Weasels try to do damage. Solar shield here, I assume. Yes. Moving out a bit, killing this dude. And now, let's go for the strategy that I wanted to show. We go for a village center, and the good thing is, if you queue both of those town centers and the village center on this spot here, then the pharaoh bonus of empowering will empower all your villagers. So that's really good. And with that, we bring the food as well. So if you go to Heroic Age, we do it in the village center because it will be as fast as in the normal town center, but the normal town center will build villagers faster than the village center. Or let's say at normal speed, and the village center has reduced speed. And I think this will be a little raiding squad. So what do we do here? A little shifting stance. We see his army approach. I'm not sure this was worth it. We got some idle time, but we wasted a classic god power. And we probably lose these units here. Okay, we forced his archaic power, which is a little win. And we brought a villager. What the fuck? Okay, this was bad. And now we go here. So this was a total bad. Shifting sands, but well, I thought it was good. And if you do something like this, you have to get husbandry early because you have so many goats and you want to fatten them very early on. So on a map like this or Oasis or Key, where you get a lot of cows or goats, just prioritize early husbandry. And now you see all the villages. 29 of our villagers are here. This is pretty much all of our villagers. Go for little raids with the spearmen. This villager here survived and will build us vision. And now let's speed this up. Heroic Age in. Heroic Age researched here with the Citadel. Citadel will help us jump to Mystic. And currently we are ahead in villagers even though we are going to the Heroic Age, so that's really nice. All these villagers here empowered by the Pharaoh. And some more idle time on the Dudarino here. Take down the shrine. And yes, let's go a bit faster. Now we get fresh resupply of food because of that. Lol. Nice. Can eat those. There's like 1,000 food, and with this probably even more. We can eat all this food. This Midgard maybe would have been better here to protect this gold mine because this one is running out, but doesn't really matter. And now we queue Toth, and we go to Toth in the Citadel. So now Toth gives us the meteor and gives us the production of Midgard units ×2. So once we empower this with Valley of the Kingdom, every time we build a camel, we get 2 camels. Every time we build a chariot archer, we get 2 chariot archers. So this will come in really good. Getting economy upgrade. Gold upgrade is always important for Egyptian especially. And now I do a vision and a meteor here. And this was... How many villagers died there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more. Okay, but it was still bad. Rather used it on an army, to be honest. And the town center didn't even go down. It just got down, I would say. It was an Orcish meteor. But since we missed the town center, it's really bad. And need a market if you do a strategy like this, because we're soon running out of gold. And now we just pump out tons of camels and chariots from this Midgard. Always, when you do a strategy like this, get the upgrades in the Midgard that build units that reduce the training time. And now I see this huge tab. Oh my god. And now there you see 1 camel comes out, but 2 will pop out. So now we just shoot up in military value very, very quick. We are 1.4k and we will just outperform him very soon. I need a sip of coffee, 1 second. A lot of talking going on in these videos. And now we go for raid trying to snipe this dude. Got him. Move away before his army comes. And still keep on spamming units. Keep on spamming units. So, Amaterasu is now also in the Mystic Age. We walk in 2 groups, 2 raiding groups. Probably catch this. And we are already, look, we are already ahead by, we have over twice as many villagers. Plus we outproduce him heavily. And here's a fight going on. We should probably send the army back to have fighting this. I make this one slow so you can see, enjoy these giants here. Oh, this is bad micro. Should micro on these dudes. Oh, but I'm busy killing. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, damn. This was like, look at this. Jesus, this is a graveyard of units. But yeah, that's game though, because he has 23 villagers and we have 75. We almost popped out. We have a citadel which produces villages faster and a village center, so very nice. Okay, then let's go for the next game that we want to see. So we have let's look Let's look at a set versus Zeus, and then we go against a classic all-in against Tsukuyomi. And that should be done, I think, good enough for the guide. And here we kind of have the same idea. So the idea with set is always to outspam your opponent. So you replicate the idea to cast the vision at around 414. Always play set in a way where you want to outspam your opponent, steal away hunt. So for example, if you look at the map and you see this is the map for Isomato, and there's a hunt spot here. If you get your priest around here, which is dangerous against Zeus, but if you get your priest around here, you can convert all these and steal them. So you can deplete your enemy of resources. Okay, let's look at this game here. We played slightly different than what we have seen before. There's not so much point in maxing out infantry units like we do against Atlianten, because Greek and Heroic get very strong counter units as well, and they are a bit better or more efficient than the barrack units. So we're kind of killing ourselves if you go full barracks. Not really. I mean, you can pull it off, but usually you see mid-goal units being played against Greek, and Greek are also very immobile, and you want to raid them with camels and chariot archers. Hey guys, come here. Okay. And Isomato is already up with 13 waves. Obviously, I don't know this, but I know how he plays. So I'm actually... So this is time we go up with 13 wheels. This time it's nailed perfectly. And again, 9 on gold. So you see this will probably be some second town center play. A village center is not so good here, I think. You can do it. You can put it here. But there's only one gold mine, so maybe too risky to pull it off here. You get gold starved. And now these bad boys come in, and do they have the upgrade? The upgrade is being researched, so they will heal. And we just sort of, close this down. I don't want to lose too many of the animals, but I can build a granary here and then eat them, so it doesn't matter. And he bolts the pharaoh, which is really good for him. And now it comes in the rest. We have a lot of idle time here with 9 villagers. But I have vision here on his town center. So I'm not yet seeing him building it. I don't think he goes for a forward town center against Set. That would be quite a statement. So I'm just guessing he's on this, and now I see it. Okay, he's now taking this. I know I'm not that behind. If I can just if my pharaoh is back in a second, I can just move out and get my second town center as well. So Isomato did quite some damage. So now we go and get the second town center. And here's another misplay from myself. We take this. And this poor villager here will be sniped. He tried to escape, but don't tell me I lost another one. Don't say, oh no, okay, good. And now we are down by 6 villagers, or let's say 5. Which one is, because Creek starts with 4, we start with 3. And now we have all this walking time around here. Where are my animals? Did I eat them here? Where are they? I don't know. That giveaway that they're a village. What? Hello? And now we push him off this. This is so good, because this map really sucks. He doesn't have a good second town center. So now we push him off here. So this is already a win, even if you get no villager kill. Oh, 2 villager kills is huge. And the walking time. And now what we do, we just spam enough units to contain him, because this map is really bad. I want to push him off these resources. If he has to stay here and get berries and chicken and cows, then I'm already winning. Or goats. Now another vision. You can upgrade in the temple, which you should get this upgrade here. Omniscience, I guess, in English. And then you will be able to spam these vision god powers. And another villager. Always check his economy upgrades. And the heroes are just so strong, so we have to... Oh, we lose a priest here, not good. And they heal also, so basically he doesn't care about chunking, but we have a priest who can heal. So they say it's just enough units, and the good thing about the set is you don't need much on wood. We have very little woodies, only 2 or 3 to maybe grab some technologies. But we can just go heavily on food and gold and in power, and so we have a much easier transition into the next age than the Greek does. Remember, Greek units are very strong, but they take some time to come online, and we have some aggression and speed. We pushed him off of the resources again. We control the map. We are hunting while he's not. So this is huge. This is very huge. Look at this. This is 0.9 and empowered by the Pharaoh, whatever that is. So 1.18 or whatever. And okay, he's hunting now, but these are at 1, but they are Greek villagers, so they get it faster, and they are getting already the herdables. So with husbandry, they get it faster. And the berries are already gone. Oh, I cannot show you, but because berries have a very low gather rate. Or do we have berries? Oh yeah, we have berries. So this is 0.63. It's more for the Greek villager, but not that much. So when he got the berries, he's just behind. We are at, and I cast Ancestors here, and honestly, I'm not pretending. I'm not trying to win here or thinking that he will fight me, but I want to push all of this off the hunt. I want to create more idle time, or we catch units here. I want to create more idle time. I want to just, cause economic damage. And we did really good job here. And these here should go back and get Eden. Hey, go back, get Eden. You should never really fight with those. They have only 25 HP. They don't really matter, but they do matter in terms of food production. So this is hunting food in your base, but no, I mess up. And we go for a mid goal here and forget the mining camp. Getting more villagers. Forcing a restoration, this is also huge. Please don't lose the Scorpion Man. And the Cherokees are dying here. This is also he can now eat them himself. So this is 600 food that we present him here. This is really bad. But overall, we are massively in favor here ahead. And you see the resources that we gathered. We are on the way to Mystic here with Toth. And this is a huge counter against Bronze. So we don't really want to use the Meteor unless we can force his army. If he, for example, can raid with Camas here, and he comes with his army, and then we drop a Meteor on his villagers and army, this is also valuable. Or we take the Meteor as a counter for the for the Bronze. Now he sees the spot. He probably wants to attack it soon with his Bronze. So I think he's gearing up for a Bronze push. Maybe we should throw some walls here. So speed this up. Camels are really good against Greek if you have the Osiris Hathor angle. So Isis or Ra can just spam camels into Greek, very nice, because they invalidate all those pelters. And now he cannot really push this. I mean, he can push it as he is, but he cannot use Bronze. And now I think that's a mistake. He should at least use Bronze together with Restoration. But he cannot, yeah. So here we win. Very nice game. And Isomato obviously also a very good player. 1900 with or random Sif. So just pick you guys that are good. Oops, this was wrong. So let's say we go to the last game. Do we have one more game? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One more game. We go to the last game rather quick. I'll show you a different strategy. So here, in this matchup, Rebel says you kind of want to scout what your opponent is doing. So we are against Tsukuyomi, which is ultra busted. And he says we want to scout what our opponent is doing and then just build. If you see a stable, we build spearmen. If we see a archery house or whatever it's called, we build slingers. And if we see a dojo, we build axemen. And you want to kind of contain the Tsukuyomi player early because you have the early game advantage. So let's see how we do this here. Taking here the food on the front. Maybe should have tried to steal even this, but is this possible? Yeah, I should have stolen those away. That would have been huge. Forces him to go for the front food, which we then can deny. And we go up here with 14 wheels. As I said, it doesn't really matter. Get these relics here. There's a lot of tickle relics. So food tickle and gold tickle. Now a nice vision on an opponent. And this time around we go for a Anobite raid together with serpents. So the serpents are very good against heroes, but not really good against villagers. But the Anobite can then target the villagers, and we cause a lot of idle time. I don't think we kill one villager here. We kill one. So we caused idle time. We forced him to react with military units. We killed the villagers, so pretty good. And we are now spamming out spearmen. Another villager here for that. I think it's a good trade. Losing the Anobite for one villager is good, especially if it's that early in the game. So that's not too bad. We upgrade the spearmen. They are now coming around for a raid. Get another vision in to see where his economy is. And decide we raid this, but he reacts in time. We kill one more villager, lose a spearman. No, we don't even lose a spearman, so... Now we lose a spearman. No. Swampland. Oh, this is also what Rapper said. Don't never fight during Swampland. If you have shifting sands, shift away. Else run. And remember, Set has fast infantry, so we can run very fast. And we push in this because he just went. So usually you want to force the Tsukuyomi to use his new moon on a tower or on a watering mill for survival kit. But we weren't able to force him. So we just keep flooding. Flooding. We have 10 more villagers, so we're doing pretty well. Also cost idle time. I'm losing too much spearmen here. I don't like chasing in here. Just these guys kill so many spearmen. But our spearmen cost less. And when we get funeral rites with Neftis, we also get 8 gold back, so they cost even less. That's really, so Seth kind of wants to do very intensive trades because he comes out ahead. And yeah, sorry for speeding too, but else this video gets too long. But yeah, I think Set is a very good and potent choice to if you want to reach 2K, if you have any ambitions. Set is really, really strong. Probably S tier in my opinion. And here we win this. So what would be a guide without a last water game? So to be honest, I'm not so experienced yet on water, and I don't really have a build order. But I will just freestyle this. Okay, I will freestyle this. Where's my ape order? I will freestyle this for you. Good guy, FireFox. Don't know what I'm doing. I assume we need to push one dog with the pharaoh. So we get our fast production. And then usually like 4 or 5 on wood with the pharaoh is usually enough. The pharaoh gives such a huge boost to the economy. And here we have to be careful. If we scout the water side, you can run into a villager who shoots our monkey. But So now go here. And what you want to do is, oh, I want to go on the forward gold. So I messed up, but doesn't matter. It's not huge. What do you want to do as Egypt is spam out docks. Because they're quite cheap, and then you cannot be easily pushed off water. So you can get a really nice control here. And you can go for the second dock. And now we need a house. And now we can also start soon building docks down here. Can park this here just to see if he's going for town center. Get a house on the gold mine afterwards to have some vision. We can soon go for pickaxe. And now we can put on food. Maybe at this point better to go for the gold. I said we want to spam out docks. And even the temple. I like these cheap houses because they don't cost resources. I like to, for set they don't cost resources, so I like to spam them all on vision points. Go back here. And then maybe you go for another dog. Okay, this is quite aggressive dog against a real player. You probably cannot place it here. Yeah, now we prioritize going up, and then we probably go for fast heroic. So this is how I would build water. Remember on spamming dogs everywhere, because you are Egyptian. And keep building fishing ships. Yeah, so now we can go up. And now whatever we want to do, it kind of depends. If we want to fight classic water, we would play like this. Get Anubis for snakes, pre-queue this upgrade. Build a monument first, and then, yeah, go from there. So this is the set water build order. And you know what, guys? You're in for a treat. I try to get a ranked game in live, where I talk about what I'm doing with set. And if I don't find anyone, or I maybe have to dodge this weird Japanese water map. What is it called again? Seto Nikai or something? Then I will probably just end the video here. Let's see. Let's try. Let's try with live commentary. So you see, get some set thought process in. I'll have a look in AM stats IO if anyone is playing currently. We should find someone, I think. Let's see. Well, I lost quite some elo yesterday. Went from 2K on FireFox to 1850, trying things. Never good, but it's kind of my learning process. And then I usually don't know what I'm doing. And then I cry, and then I ask Rappel or Kowath, and then tell me you do everything wrong. Then I switch up the strategy, and then I win again. And then I try the next god or strategy. Rinse and repeat. But yeah. Oh, and also have to play a ranked on Goat Fox soon. It doesn't matter. Okay, maybe we have a game, maybe not. So this is all very spontaneous. I hope the video is still recording. Yeah, and meanwhile, we can look at set again. Did I miss anything? So when do you go actually for Anubis and when for Tar? I think when you face early aggression or when you want to pull off early aggression, if that aggression is more like if you know Poseidon or Zeus or whatever is coming to deny your second town center, that it's always there's two options. You either take the snakes to help you get this, or you shifting sands with Tar to have a safe town center, and then with and then you see the upgrade line potentially is stronger on the Tar pass because you get the cheaper fields, and then you also get nice infantry bonus. And now you find a sort of a game. This is a nice map. I love this one. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go! And then with heroic, if the opponent has, for example, Hermes, then maybe Segment is better because then he doesn't have Keysfire against Ancestors. If you face a lot of mystical units, Nephthys is also better for the priest upgrades. But Citadel is also nice if you want to defend the key position. So let's see. Blade's last game against against a fellow DoD member. Okay, nice. I didn't want to play a Miro, but we don't have. I didn't show any. So now we cannot convert anything, to be honest. Because actually I don't need. Let's drop in the food here. I don't really need a granary. Oh, nice. So what are we going to do here? Good question. We could go for some type of FM to spam. Oh, I missed this one. To spam Toth units. Scout the backside here with this, with the goat. And yes, now we queue on food. So let's see, if we have a good town center, we could also go for a second town center. Else we maybe force Mystic. Or we go for a nice second town center with infantry spam. Let's see what the gods give us here. Pull this in. Hey, we could also go for a village center, to be honest. Shank him. So this is Ben from the DoD clan that we are playing against, and he's really strong. He's 1800 with set, and he also got a lot of coaching lately. He's improved a lot. A really cool dude. It's not very good town centers here, but I kind of don't want to go for a village center to basically set myself behind if he is doing a town center. And he's probably on the elephants on this side, I would assume. Let's do some scouting. There he is. Okay. Should I run there with a villager? No, it's probably not worth it. Probably too much idle time. Okay. Let's go. Maybe I should go. I'm not sure. This townsend is not really good. Maybe early barrack to deny the second elephant, but he's on one elephant right now. I don't know the timings really on set. Does he have the second elephant by the time I come there with 2 spears? Honestly, a village center is maybe not bad because there's no gold mine around the town centers. It's really hard to defend. It's really hard to defend a town center if there's there's a gold mine. Questions over questions. This town center is not bad, right? But then we have to walk there. Let's try if I can fight the priest with my elephant. Oh, this is a very good relic. We have to grab it as soon as possible. Let's go there. And now get to go for the village center. Come up here and you go to the relic. And you help me fight his Deuterino. Get the hunt here. Ah, there he's at. So maybe we can do some damage to him. So our town center pretty much is up. I think his pharaoh will be here trying to fight this. No, his pharaoh is empowering. This town center is really good for him. I wonder if I should go for 3 towns and there's a reaction. Grab this relic. So we hunt faster. What do we do now? Oh no. We lost the food. This is not going well. This is not going well. Maybe just a strong heroic push. Because we have the Anobites. Yeah, I will do this. I try to push this town center. He goes for barrack units. Oh no. This is good. I think I will go for X-Man myself. And then drop a nice. No, this gold mine is a mistake. We want all of them to drop to the pharaoh. So now we go up. Let's queue now on wood. And now let's build some barracks. Because we need X-Men here. Oh, then this relic would be actually really good. This is a relic that makes X-Men stronger. Let's grab it. Okay. And we need 1 lumber camp here. Because we need to upgrade. Okay. And you guys go to the chickens. I lost the elephant. This is so bad. No, don't show the X-Men. No, don't show the X-Men. Don't show the X-Men. Okay. Now let's see where he's at. So bring the food back. Why is the armory? Go for this and then a middle. Add more priest and on both town centers. Okay, he didn't see the barracks. Oh fuck. It's actually good for us. Something have a breeze here. It's a messy game. Such a messy game. Why are they moving? Move! God damn it. What a messy game. What a messy game. Whew. I'm not playing too well, but should get a monument here. We are now ahead in town center. Ah, we haven't need this upgrade. And then get a bunch of Priests. Because he will probably be heroic soon. I need a second. Empower this. He's flooding me. Let's go for this. The slingers are really good. Fuck. Maybe I should have mass slingers. Remember, we get back 8 gold when I die because we are heroic and he's not. Oh no, we lost a pharaoh. Maybe I should have built slingers as well. Look at all these slingers! Oh my god, what the fuck? The slinger army. Yeah, but slinger? Oh my god, the slingers. Look at these slingers! Oh, I should have done this as well. And here's the better slingers too. I want to build camels, but I'm out of I have no resources here. I have no resources really. No, 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 no! Look at these slingers! Oh my god. He has 40. What the fuck? I should have just spammed camels. I didn't know he would do this. I didn't know he would go for a Basilian slingers. I think it's over. She just went for a Basilian slingers. That's insane. Oh my god. Look at this. This is over. He also eats my elephant. Yeah, I think I think I should have went full. I should have went 2TC full infantry, I guess. Because that's, I think, the only chance, real chance with that. Also, the map was really bad. Like, what the fuck? There's no food. I should have shifted on this town center and get this, but there's also not. So yeah, okay, there's some food. Yeah. So, okay, nice. Then thank you all for watching this, and have a nice day. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Bye. Yo guys, and this is not the end of the video because here is just another goodie, a add-on. And I'm casting this game now here from Kiluminati, who reached recently 2.1k with set. And also he took some games of Matador, which is really impressive. So Matador's a really good player. Now let's see, it's a lot of set. I lost against a set in my last game against Ben. And now I'm watching Kiluminati play set, so this is a set video. Okay, let's go. Pretty much the same build order, I see. I mean, he doesn't really convert one deer. He just instantly goes scouting. I guess he turns now for these wolves. I mean, by now he could have had 2 deers searching, or 2 animals scouting. And there's a lot of goats on the map. And this map is specifically good. 3 here, and then 2 here. Okay, these 3 are already found. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Oh wait, yeah. So I think this. I think I still like this early converting with the priest. And what does he do? 4, okay, 3. I think Kiluminati likes to get a additional villager onto building. Wait, how do I stop the mouse to scroll so fast? I have no idea. Is this one here? Not better. I don't want you guys to get motion sick. Okay, now comes the dedicated builder. And the wolves are going to scout. And Matador is on Fuxi. Rappel in his latest video announced that Fuxi was his S tier pick. I think the first one. So the best god in the game. But I mean, Rappel has a lot of insight when he plays with the Mister. And they're probably cooking on strategies and stuff. So for us normal plebs, we probably won't see Fuxi at the S plus tier. But I digress. Maybe Fuxi actually is. I think he's very versatile and his late game is so good with the heroes. I wonder what Kiluminati is going to do, because for a temple, okay, that makes sense. Because this map is very open, there's very few choke points. So I assume that this will be some one town center play. I mean, in some matchups, I see the set player shift to a town center, especially if there's a close gold mine. But these gold mines are a bit too far out. Sometimes these town centers are really good, but the gold mine is right here, and there's a hunt spot right here, and then shifting there and getting this is probably the best play. But I see him doing the normal build. And also I think this is not a 13 envelope, this will be a 15 envelope. Which I guess is okay if you wanna sit in your base, build barracks and just gather army. Okay, I haven't seen the games on shit. I should have watched the game because now I don't know if it goes out of sync. Lol. Okay, never mind. We keep watching. Probably will work. Watched a couple of games and they all worked, so this one will work as well, I hope. What relics do we have? We have here cheaper mystical units that cost less favor. We have here improved mid-goal units, so hack armor and stuff. And here we have stronger villagers. They can fight better. And here we have myth unit regeneration. I think none of these relics, unless you do some certain strategies, really need a early Hands of the Pharaoh to kind of on a breeze to grab these. So the breeze is probably better here right now converting food. So the Fuxi is up, El Matador is up, and this here, this got Nuba something. What is it called? Let's see. Xuanu. Ah yeah, Xuanu. This one is probably points to some aggression coming because it boosts infantry. And this map is very open. I mean, you can also take the Scott and go for 2TC, so that's also possible. If you play, for example, Nuwa against Shenong, then you maybe want to take this, build a lot of infantry to keep up with the Shenong and not get pushed off resources. And then you kind of win as Nuwa, I think, because you have the better economy. And also a nice transition into Tiger Cav. But yeah, let's see. How many goats does he have? 19. I would like an early husbandry here. He also has the resources, so let's see if he's doing it. Because the husbandry will also make the goats fatten faster. So once you are starting to take the goats, not only do you have an increased gather rates from goats and chickens, but they also have more food because they then they get more food, as you see. They're still slowly ticking up, but no husbandry yet. Let's see how many goats he has. 11, also worth, I think, to get a husbandry. But no economy upgrades. I mean, Set is, or Egyptian kind of win against this army composition with mid-goal units. So technically speaking, you could try to play a heroic game with camels and chariots and then kite back and forth. But this is also kind of risky because if you go Ancestors and he has the invisible cast, he can just like turn his army invisible and wait until the Ancestors is gone and then keep on fighting again at your second gold mine. So I think Kilo is doing the right idea here with building a full infantry. Still no husbandry. And he has 5 on wood, okay. This is maybe something we can remember for us if we want to play a set classic 1TC. Apparently 5 on the wood is enough. Now he gets the upgrades. I like this very, very controlled. So he's just sitting here. He has cheaper units from the Sid Boney and the Barrack. He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to get the upgrades in mass army. This is also dangerous for our Fuxi player from Matador, because if he gets greedy and it takes a second town center, then maybe he gets a shifting sand. Like if he spends all the resources to walk somewhere and put 750 resources in the town center, these resources will lack in army, and if Kilo is just pumping, he will have the higher army, which now is not the case, but if you go for a second town center, this could be the case. And then he just shifts here and wins the game. So technically, against a set massing like this, you're kind of forced to mass yourself. Unless you get really ahead. Or you can do maybe some one towns on the fast heroic strategy, like with Chaos, I think, from Ornos, that would be pretty good. Or from Kronos. Because all these slingers and X-Men, they would just kill themselves. So I think a fast Chaos could be actually pretty good. Some nice fighting going on here. I think also what I see Kiluminati do, and I don't do it, honestly, and that's maybe why I'm not 2.1k with that, is I think he puts his breeze on auto heal. So unless he micros them on a mystical units, they will just heal instead of fighting, for example. And I think I like this a lot. So if you have Nefties and you get the priest upgrades, you spam like 10 priests and you put them on auto heal. They will just heal all your units. So it's really, really strong. It's like the Mikos from the Japanese. And now this whole, imagine this, like this whole hunt spot, like Kilo doesn't even have to walk out here to get this hunt. This hunt is just all walking into his base and he's still hunting 9 minutes in. And I assume Matador with the map control is now moving. Yes, he's moving on his hunt. And he's taking berries too. So technically he's falling behind here. This is actually really good for Kilo. Because he's still hunting. Do we have husbandry, by the way? Still no husbandry. I think this is a huge blunder. I think this is a very huge blunder. Especially on a map like this, or Oasis, or Key, or Ghost Lake. If you... Oh, what's now happening now? Oh my god. Did he bring Wills? What the fuck? Is he stealing this? No, what the fuck? And he gets a kill from the Guavo. Oh my god, this play is so good. I think these get it with... Do we see this? No. I think they get it with 3 resources per second. No, it's 1.48. Really? I thought it was 3. Huh. Okay. And now, but I mean, this was such a greedy shifting stance. But it seems to pay out for him. He gets these resources now, steals away the tree, has all these nice tar upgraded units. I think, I wonder what the right response from a Matador would have been. Because technically, I think Set has a better army composition, and also with the monument, all his barrack units cost less, so he's trading quite well. The town center should focus the priests, and he's still. Is this worth to bring the pharaoh here? I wonder. Probably, yeah. I mean, if there was like a big, like if like all these units were on goats or whatever, it's probably better to have him in the town center. And now no matter that, let's just let him do it. Man, he must be confused about what's to happen. And we have 5k army value. This looks really good for Kilo. Still on 1 monument. Probably should be adding a second one right here with barracks. To then throw a mid-goal up there. This is actually cool. Now he's coming. Now he's in rage mode. And he's like, what the fuck? Get off my tree, man. What are the army upgrades? Kilo's actually pulling quite ahead. This is also, I think, because... Okay, he has husbandry. But I think it's because Kilo was definitely hunting for way longer. Because Matador chose the berries. This is crazy. I mean, the town center should focus the pharaoh. But that's crazy. He's just running in there and idling how many wills. I mean, this is okay. There's only 5, but this is auto winning. If you can idle 5 wills for that long, that puts the Fuxi player at like 30, while you're still gathering at 42, and you're also using this tree here. Maybe they should go back to the tree. I don't know. Now he realizes. And now they are invisible, which is really nice because now it gives them a nice heroic angle. But I assume you want to go segment here, I guess, because basically with the segment slinger upgrade, you have the nice tar segment slingers, and they are good then versus anything here on the field. Basically, Fuxi would need a a Bellowe and White Tiger Calf. And oh, he's going segment, yes. Okay, nice. Now you can heal all of this back up. That's so good. This is over. Over and out. Very well played. I will now speed this up. And now you saw a game against China. China. The Pharaoh. Huh. And now this upgrade here, the sun ray or whatever it's called, is really, really good for the slingers. And it's it. Well played to Kilo. Well played to Matador as well. Now you have a game against China too. And yeah, again, I just repeat myself. If you like the effort, if you like our videos, please leave a comment for the algorithm and like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. And just in another video against China, just to make this, get this across, the point across. And we do the legendary Dudu strategy. If you know Dudu the Spartanian, he loves he loves Anubis. I think he has like 2,200 set games and like, I don't know, 80% of them are Anubis. So it's crazy. And Nuwa kind of suffers from this early aggression. So you can either aggress early against Nuwa, or you go for a big heroic push. That I think are the best plays. I think if you try to boom with her, then you kind of lose, because she then has a nice transition into Tiger Calf. Exactly what Nuwa wants. So we do a little bit faster build, you know. And here I cast Vision early this time around to see where his gold mine is located. If I see the gold mine is like here, I maybe make no effort in doing this type of strategy. I would rather go for a heroic push. But I see a forward gold mine like this. And now I do a very risky thing. One that I don't really advise you is to send the Pharaoh forward. I know that some players do it, but that's maybe the reason they're stuck on 1700. Okay, I'll get downvotes from them. Shit. But it's true. This is like 20% of your overall economy if you send the Pharaoh away. So would not advise to do it. However, in rare occurrences where you can punish a forward gold mine, this is pretty good, I think. So now we walk in here and cause some trouble. I mean, if this was walled off, but he was probably not expecting this, then we would have walked away all the way from here. And did we get a villager kill? Yes, nice. Donate 200 food for it, but it's okay. And what are they focusing? They should be focusing the wills. Why am I trying? Am I stupid? Okay, now we focus the musical unit. Okay, good. We get a lot of idle time here. Maybe not another villager kill, but it's just about pushing Nuwa off the gold so that she cannot easily do a second town center and transition into a fast heroic. Meanwhile, we get rushed here from Nogmati. He will probably set up towers here, which is not the worst. We just walk over here. It's not too much walking time cost here. But in terms of damage, it's quite even, but I think we cost more. We also kill another villager here, no? No villager killed. But this item, I don't like that he said, I think what Mati should do is, what's the Alt S, all the villagers, so that they don't move, because they don't take damage from snakes, so they don't move around. And having the Kuafu walk, it is such a huge win for me. Even although I don't have the Pharaoh here, but this is his biggest economy unit. So we're kind of evening out here. Honestly, I really think you should try to be around the center. And if he got the Nuwa upgrade where his Kuafus get very beefy, then he might as well just, punish our whole aggression here. I'm not sure if it's worth though. It's like 400 resources, I think. Let's see resources here. Nuwa. Oh, it's 300 and 10 favors, so probably around 400 resources. So it's a big investment, and now he cannot go for a second town center then. So I guess that's why he doesn't want to do it. But if he doesn't do it, our Pharaoh kind of wins out these trades, especially with the priest behind here to heal him. And another very low villager. So causing tons of idle time. And one of the rare occurrences I win against Matador. Usually if he is going to play a Civ like Poseidon and I'm set, I'm just losing. I have no chance. But Ueshi is Kronos. I mean, if I'm Hades, it's probably fine, but if I'm any other Civ, I also lose. Now we need to heal this back up. Okay, nice. We go here. We see him moving forward to this gold. We get some spears out. And deny this. I shouldn't have lost the Anobite here. Could have healed it back up. Now we push off here and more walking time for Matti. And now we get the Kuafus as well. Almost killing this. And now we go for the final blow. It's probably good to send another siege tower here, kill a temple. And the Hiroku Alpha seems about to die. He takes almost no damage. Now he's dead. Scorpion Man is in. Now he cannot shank down the towers anymore. And this was also a very fast, nice win. So you can also play set like this. I say there's tons of stuff. So we have one more video after this. Please stay around for the set guide. Yo, it's not over yet. It's a me, FireFox. And we are going to watch. We just met the set expert in ranked as Odin, and we play set. And I think I didn't cast a versus Norse video yet, so let's do it. Okay, I was a little bit distracted. Okay, so one thing I also wanted to mention, by the way, two things I think I didn't mention before. If you spam priests, especially nerf these priests, where they have increased heal rate, it's so good if you like tons of priests and you put them on auto heal. So if you click on them, then can I see this here? Yeah, they have this one, the sign here, and if you right click it, they will be on auto heal. So if you have like tons of priests, put them on auto heal and they will heal up your elephants and whatever. So this is really, really strong. Really nice abuse. And here I do one thing. I convert again the early animal. Kiluminati sees this and he's like spamming once in the chat. It's like, what the fuck? Well, how bad is that? Lol lol. But I'm like, no, it's not that bad. How much did we lose? We lost 50 food. We lost 50 food on this goat. Now, on this gazelle. Now let's see how much goats this one will actually find. So I really like this early scouting, and I think, knowing Kiluminati, I think he will adapt this and pretend he never said anything. So yeah, the map is steppe. Wait, where is? Oh, there it is. The map is steppe, and on it is a very open map. So usually you cannot really go to TC. I mean, yeah, you can. Sometimes this map is actually pretty decent for 2TC for gold miners like this. You can shift here with tar, then get this, drop some walls. No, this map is actually decent sometimes for 2TC, but not against Norse. Against Norse, I would go 1TC full send. And if the Norse goes for 2TC, then you just, keep him off this line, because there are never gold mines in the back here. So you're always safe from that. So you only have to spam units and win. If the Norse goes 2TC. If the Norse goes 1TC, it's a different story. Now we do a standard build. Also, how much goats did this already find? I think we are here at 2. Found us a nice relic. This one gives divine damage to infantry units. Here is actually more, so this is 4. This could have been 5 or even 6. 6 goals that we could have find here. So it's already worth it, you know. Each of those goals has like the 83 food, so we are already ahead. So okay, this is not gathered without husbandry. This is not gathered as fast, and now we still away 3 goals here as well. So this was so worth it. I don't know. So yeah, do this. Don't listen to Kiluminati. Just do it. And here we have currently 16, 19, 21 goats. So, and there was there a goat here? I think there was a goat here. So we see if we find that. We have 21 goats, and so we should prioritize an early husbandry. And what you want to do against Norse, you want to go up slow. You don't want to go up fast with 14 words. You want to go up slow because you need the Death Ball army. You need guys on wood, because if you don't have the economy to transition to slingers, you will lose against throwing X-Men. And I think 3 on wood are actually enough for the start. Because basically, what do you need? What you need a husbandry. With Egypt, you need husbandry, and you need watchets and slingers. So 3 to start 3 on wood. I take the forward wood line here. So if the Valkyrie comes in with forest fire, I can then retreat to the back wood line. There's also a point where you put 2 here and 1 here, so it doesn't really isn't really worth burning this one or either one. So you could also do that. And now we take this rally. This is important. Also, this one gazelle that actually died here gave us so much vision and goats. So even if you donated food here, it doesn't matter. This is really good for us. And as you see, Kiluminati is already up, and we are still going up here with 2 monuments, also important. We need a lot of favor. So basically what you want to do, you want to have like, let's say 9 or 8 or 10 X-Men. Once you have this ball of X-Men, Pharaoh should go back and empower. Once you have this ball of X-Men, you can then easily kite and defend your mystical units. So if you get watchets, if you spam watchets here, and you have a front line of X-Men, you can kind of force the Hersiers to run through the X-Men, and the X-Men will destroy the Hersiers. That's really the idea. So you should never move out against Norse. Hopefully you get them back. Be a run. You should never move out against Norse without a decent chunk of X-Men. You can only play aggressive once you have like 2 or 3 watchets and the X-Men to defend them. That's really important. And after that, you can pretty much build spears and slingers. So after this the early game, as you see, we play very slowly. We got to early husbandry to fatten all of those goats. So we currently have 21. Hopefully this one comes around. We have 21 goats here, and they have husbandry. So once we bleed of hunting food, remember we are set. We have the animals from the temple. We have the bears. We can convert all this food to hunt. And once this is done, then we can go on the goats. So we have an enormous amount of food in our base. We don't need to go out on the map. So Odin's bonus to have cavalry to raid is really negated here. Also make sure to throw down enough walls, maybe a house here. Okay, nice. To stop any cavalry coming in. Maybe a wall here would also be good or something. And now we spam. We have, how many X-Men do we have? Not a lot. I'm currently only on spears to defend against raids, because I don't plan to move out early. If you want to move out early, you need X-Men, 100%. And now I add the X-Men bulk. And what you want to do if you play like this, you know that the Odin will at some point have to go either here to get this gold mine or here to get this gold mine. So we can kind of like chill and just get tons of units out and the according upgrades. And also, the shifting sand in this matchup particular is not that great, but against Thor and Freyr is really good. So you can shift away from a Tempest or from a flaming weapons and shift back home, you know? So once you see, so if the Norse goes heroic, you just want to actually keep spamming in classic and force a fight. And if they drop their power, you just shift back and then you move back in with all the units because your opponent just spent 2,300 resources that he doesn't have an army. He spent them on heroic age. But just remember, you need to probably add more spears against Charles and more priests against mystical units. But yeah, so basically, what we can do, we can play really slow here because we don't really care. Even if Kiluminati takes a town center, we don't need to get our town center ourselves. We can just keep spamming and just contain him, push him off all the hunt, all the gold. You know, there's enough. We don't have to grab a town center here. So let's see. We add more X-Men. It's probably the last batch. And just with there's a maybe I mean it's okay, I guess 13 X-Men, but we should not build more now. And with this amount of X-Men, we should definitely get the Tar upgrade. So then we get the Slinger upgrade here. I'm not sure. We have only 7 Slingers, so maybe we should have gotten another Watchhead instead. But it's not bad. Another Vision. We see that he's here, so I know this is my attack point. I want to attack here and shove him back into the base. And you're just gathering. You see all the upgrades. The special Tar upgrade for X-Men comes in. We queue all the medium upgrades, and we only want to. We also want to get an armory. Do we have an armory? No. We want to get an armory, and against Norse, we want to rush out bronze armor, because Norse has only hack damage. So all these units, even the throwing X-Men, only make hack damage, and we want to get rush out bronze armor to have more durability during the fight. And then if you have a couple priests with auto heal, we're really in a good position. So now I think is the time to add more throwing X-Men. And we don't need to scout really what this unit composition is because our vision has revealed it, so we kind of know. But I think if Kilo sees this infantry bulk, he will add more throwing X-Men, or should at least. So we should maybe build. Okay, these slingers, they're probably enough now. So I'm moving out. I know that my upgrades are coming in. I hope. So if he approaches me here, I just retreat a bit, because I don't want to fight before the upgrades are in, but I also don't want to wait any longer. I want to push him off this hunt spot here. And this is a very nice. So now he has to take the fight, you know. Else he could run. And even though we are down in military value here, we are in a very good position because we have so many good upgrades. We have the relic, we have bronze, and he doesn't have them. So we're in a really good position, and we have full counter units. So just get the Watchers to the top. Yeah, move the X-Men a little bit as a meat shield, and then micro these throwing X-Men on the TA. Very important. And the priests and the Watchers should kill the Valkyries. And this is how you win the fight, even though we started out lower in army value. And also, by the way, even if we kind of win the fight, or maybe lose the fight, or whatever, even if, at least as long as we don't hard lose it, we have shoved him off food. He had a lot of walking time. He's now here. And also, all our barracks produce units cheaper. So we win, you know, as long as we don't hard lose it. Even if the North player would come around by 10 to 20% ahead, it's much less because we have the reduced. So we can kind of trade, you know, take long extended trades with the cheaper units. Also, all our units have more walking speed, so it's easier to micro than any other Egyptian civ. So it's really nice. And here, yeah, this is basically a game, you know, we killed villagers, and even if we didn't kill them, so we are ahead by 10, even if we didn't kill them, him converting into Ulfstok is also a win. And even if this wouldn't happen, he has so much walking time, so we are kind of ahead. So at this point, we could even, like, if there was a standstill, we could just, you know, to get here, get a town center, get a gold mine, like play this very slow because we are so ahead, you know. But yeah, potentially with this big of army, I would just keep on pushing, to be honest, Because I have this dead ball of units. I wouldn't chill. I would just throw him off the gold mines, and he's going to one. Yeah. So this is set against Norse. Pretty simple concept, but really strong. So set should play really well into Atlantean and Norse. I also just thinking of it. What I also if you face a Greek player, because just saw Banek or Baniak win against Nodology, Hades against Set, and Nodology was Set and he lost, and Banek, whatever, was going one town center errors, and when you see the Greek do one town center, you could just go fast mystic. You know, you cannot really dive if you have anchor stores, and yeah, you should maybe not go Tardan, you should go down Anubis. But you have snakes and anchor stores. You have animals to have food. You have to empower the goldmine with the pharaoh, so you get more gold out of the goldmine. And then you can just do easy FM. And whenever the Greek does this one big push with this one army, even if you would have bronze with Zeus, you can just meteor it and you win. You know. Yeah, just saying. Okay, then thank you for watching. I hope this was now the last video. I don't know. Maybe I play another cool set game or whatever, and I want to show. I want to fill up the guide with more information. Um, Actually, maybe I do this now. Wait, as I have also a game against Chasing the Sun. I don't know which one it was though. I just want to show you one more aggression. Oh, this was the right one. Okay. I show you. I make this really quick. You know, don't make the video too long. Just really quick on how we gonna play this against Tsukuyomi again. So basically, you want to play very aggressive, play with snakes, ancestors. So now we cast the Anobites, the Plague of Serpents here, just to also distract the town center, distract the units, cause idle time. And you want to play chemists, chariots, and spears, and ancestors and snakes, and you want to just do a lot of damage on my ankle. I could have definitely get one or two villager kills here, so this wasn't too well played. But the Adobite keeps running around, and now we move back in and get more idle time. And I speed this up. You see where we are going. Get 2 more will kills. I shouldn't have lost those spears, but it's okay. And I stopped making units here. You know, at 500 gold, I even switched those to the town center to get more food. Now I did my damage. You know, I killed a couple of wills. I got idle time. What to do now? I go full food units, full food production. I guess you see where this is going. Let's speed this up again. Now we are up. Heroic. Kill a couple more villagers. And you see this forward gold mine here. This is interesting. Now we are heroic. And we cast the ancestors to not only distract him, so maybe he doesn't see the smith gold going up. Because there's a lot of action going on, you know. And we want to also idle and kill villagers and idle as many villagers as we can. Because we know Tsukuyomi loves the first heroic. And you don't want to let him get the resources that he needs. These should keep walking again. Yes. Maybe another will kill. Yes. And here is the mid goal. So this gold mine is denied. So I speed this up. Now get a siege workshop and a monument. Get a siege tower. 1 or 2 are enough. And now just spearmen, chariot archers, camels. And maybe scorpion man. Or Anobites. Anobites may be also good to raid. Yeah, that's it. Should speed this up. So also a tactic how you can play against this OP Civ that hopefully soon gets nerfed. And ChasingTheSun also very good player. Boyd recently called him top 10 player. So don't know if he is, but that's a pretty big statement. And yes, so this is another strategy. And yeah, I will rest my case now. Have a very nice day. I say this hopefully the last time, and I wish you very much fun with set. Thanks, bye.